It's February 1995. An apartment complex in North Carolina. Before sunrise, FBI agents quietly surrounded the building. No noise, no warning. Inside sat one of the most hunted individuals in America. Not a cartel boss, not a spy, not a terrorist. A hacker. Just a skinny guy with glasses, a computer, and thousands of stolen files. For nearly 3 years, authorities had chased a ghost through hacked phone networks, fake identities, and stolen access codes across the country. Every time they got close, he disappeared. Different city, different phone line, different name. Kevin Mitnick rarely hacked systems by force. Most of the time, people simply opened the door for him. One fake phone call, one confident voice, one employee convinced they were speaking to someone important. That was usually enough. And according to investigators, this single hacker had infiltrated some of the biggest corporations in America: Motorola, Nokia, Pacific Bell. The media called him a cyber terrorist. Some reports claimed he could shut down phone networks across the country. Others said he could launch missiles through a payphone. It sounds absurd now, but in the early days of the internet, almost nobody understood what hackers were actually capable of. And fear grows very fast when people don't understand the threat, especially when the threat keeps winning. Because while corporations spent millions protecting computers, they forgot to protect the humans using them. And Kevin Mitnick understood something dangerous very early in life. If you can manipulate trust, you can manipulate almost anything. Los Angeles, 1970s. Kevin Mitnick wasn't the loudest kid in school, wasn't athletic, wasn't popular, but he noticed things other people ignored. Schedules, rules, human behavior, especially authority. At just 12 years old, Kevin discovered something strange about the city bus system. Drivers trusted official-looking documents without questioning them. So Kevin did something most kids would never even imagine. He tricked employees into giving him real internal transfer punch cards. Suddenly, he could ride buses across Los Angeles for free. To most people, it sounded harmless. To Kevin, it was proof. People were easier to hack than machines. That realization changed everything. Because once you understand that systems depend on trust, you start seeing weaknesses everywhere. By the early 1980s, computers and phone networks were spreading rapidly across America. Most companies believed their systems were secure. Kevin didn't. He understood something dangerous. Every secure system still depended on ordinary people, and ordinary people make mistakes. So instead of attacking computers, Kevin attacked trust. Just a confident phone call, pretending to be someone important. Can you verify your password for me? And unbelievably, people did. By the early 1990s, Kevin Mitnick wasn't just breaking into systems anymore. He was humiliating billion-dollar corporations, companies filled with elite engineers, being outsmarted by one man with a phone and a modem. And Kevin loved it. Not just the money, the control. But Kevin wasn't the only hacker good at this game. And soon, he would make a mistake that put him against someone far more dangerous than the FBI. He just didn't know it yet, because every successful breach pushed him deeper and made him more reckless. Fake names, cloned phone lines, stolen identities. At one point, Kevin hacked phone companies just to monitor whether the FBI was tracking him. They were. Think about how insane that is. The authorities hunting a hacker while the hacker secretly listens to the investigation. And somehow, it kept him one step ahead. Every close call made the myth bigger. News stations called him dangerous. Some people genuinely believed he could shut down America's infrastructure from a keyboard. Most of it wasn't true, but fear doesn't care about facts. And behind the growing legend Kevin's real life was quietly collapsing. Because eventually, obsession stops feeling powerful and starts feeling paranoia. It's 1995. By now, the FBI's hunt for Kevin Mitnick had become personal. For years, he kept slipping through their fingers. Different cities, different identities, different phone lines. No matter how close investigators got, Kevin always seemed one step ahead. He had become almost invisible, at least to most people. Then Kevin made a mistake. He targeted Tsutomu Shimamura, a cybersecurity expert with deep connections in the tech world, a man who understood computer systems almost as well as Kevin did. Kevin hacked into Shimamura's systems and stole files directly from his computer. Unlike most victims, Shimamura took it personally. He joined the hunt himself. Working alongside law enforcement and telecom experts, he began tracing Kevin through cellular signals, network logs, and phone records Kevin didn't even know existed. For the first time in years, someone was hunting the hunter, and slowly, the walls started closing in. Kevin kept moving constantly. Different apartments, different phones, different identities. But pressure creates mistakes. And eventually, one mistake was enough. Investigators traced suspicious activity to an apartment complex in Raleigh, North Carolina, February 15th, 1995. Before sunrise, FBI agents moved in. Inside, they found cloned cellular equipment, stolen files, and the man who had embarrassed corporations for years. Kevin Mitnick was finally arrested. And overnight, America reacted like they had captured a supervillain. Kevin Mitnick was arrested and sent to prison. For most fugitives, that would have been the end. But after his release, something unexpected happened. The same corporations that once feared him started hiring him. Banks, governments, Fortune 500 companies. Why? Because Kevin understood something dangerous long before everyone else did. Technology wasn't the weakest part of the system. People were. Employees still trusted convincing voices, still clicked suspicious links, still made predictable mistakes. Human behavior never changed. So the hacker who once manipulated people into giving away passwords started teaching companies how not to be manipulated. And decades later, the world finally caught up. Because no matter how advanced technology becomes, humans still want to trust someone. And sometimes, that's all it takes to break in. For more breakdowns like this, subscribe.